Spirit is telling me that very soon you're going to have to make a decision. So it says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And it's crazy because the first card that came out was the Queen of Swords. So you are going to have to make a decision very soon. And I feel like it's a decision about clearing your mind. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying in a reading before, where I feel like Spirit is like, we don't want you to go into assuming the worst of people or having a glass half empty outlook on this world. And I feel like that's where Spirit is like, you need to decide very soon if you're going to stop assuming the worst, stop fearing the worst, stop letting fear run you when it comes to love, when it comes to your decisions. I feel like Spirit is like, it's time to take a risk and to come out of your sort of like fear comfort zone, your negative comfort zone, and it's time to move forward with what you're feeling. I think that's where it is, where I think a lot of the times, like, it may be hard for you to know what you're feeling because the fear just overrides it. I think the anxiety overrides it. And Spirit is like, it's really important for you to start clearing your mind. I honestly want to say start saying affirmations would be very important right now, because Spirit wants to make sure that you are no longer in this assuming the worst, fearing the worst, because it's like when you start fearing the worst, assuming the worst, thinking the worst, that negative thinking, you're going to manifest that. These negative thoughts are going to manifest. And Spirit does not want that for you. Spirit wants you, as I mentioned before, to come out of your comfort zone. Yes, it can be scary to not know what the future has in store for you, but Spirit is like, it can also be very exciting. It doesn't have to be like such a negative thing. It could be something very positive, like, oh snap, I don't know what the future holds for me, or who's in my future, or what that looks like. But I'm excited, and I'm going with the program, and I'm taking action on how I'm feeling. I'm taking action and I'm moving forward with how I'm feeling. And I'm saying yes to this new beginning, to this new start, to this fresh start, to seeing where things can go. Overall energy was chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And that's where I almost feel like I'm speaking to people who are very soon coming close contact with one another. It's almost like you guys have been attracting each other without realizing it. I'm also hearing like the song from Frozen, like Let It Go, and the past is in the past. And I feel like when this communication comes in, I feel like Spirit is like, the decision is really yours. Okay, are you going to choose to reunite with this individual? That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm speaking to people where I feel like you guys have been manifesting each other. I'm going to be honest. I feel like you guys have been manifesting each other, and I feel like you guys are finally coming into union. And I feel like Spirit is really asking you to be honest with your feelings. I'm getting like with the Three of Cups, like mixed like feelings coming up, where I'm getting excited, happy, like rejoicing that you guys are talking and in communication. I'm also getting like super flirty vibes, where it's very sweet, where it's like, okay, now I can finally express to you all these feelings that I've been bottling up for a while. But I'm also getting like this energy too of feeling defensive, of feeling like, I don't know if I can trust this, feeling like you're not going to get the best of me. And I feel like Spirit is like, you really have to make a decision. Are you going to lean into this new beginning? And that doesn't necessarily mean like, oh my God, like, don't process your feelings. No, Spirit is really asking you to process your feelings, to process whatever pain, heartbreak, fear you're still carrying. Spirit is asking you to do that because Spirit doesn't want you to rush in to this, because I do feel like there is a decision that's going to have to be made. And I really feel like the decision is, are you going to move on and forgive and try to grow? And even though things aren't clear what the path may look like, do you trust your intuition? Do you trust where you're leading? Are you willing to take the risk to grow? Are you willing to take the risk? I think that's where it is, where Spirit is like, very soon you're going to have to make a decision. And I think there's several decisions that you have to make. And I think, like I said, it's themes of forgiveness, being open, not letting negative thoughts get the best of you, sharing how you feel, processing your emotions, but I feel like also trusting your intuition. And are you up for this growth? Are you up for working on this connection with this individual? Because I feel like you guys have been manifesting each other. So I feel like spirit is like almost really holding you accountable in this reading. Are you really like, yes, it's awesome that you guys manifested each other, but are you willing to put in the hard work to get this connection in a healthier place, in a healthier space? Because it's not about like, oh, we reconnected and we're having all these lovey-dovey feelings. Like, yes, feel that, but don't get so swept up and caught up in that where you're not processing what happened in the past. But spirit also doesn't want you to stay so stuck in the past of what has happened. Like, it's a weird fine balance. And spirit is not asking you to figure it out as soon as it happens. No, but I feel like it involves you guys being vulnerable, involves you guys being honest, it involves you taking off the mask, and it involves being comfortable with the unknown and just trusting that you're going to do your part because you don't really have control over that other person, but it's all about you showing up. And I think that's what the decision that you have to make. Are you ready to show up? So, if this resonates, thank you for liking the video. Thank you for commenting down below. Thank you for following me. And if you would like to work with me, the link is in my bio. And until next time, bye.